Have you ever felt a gentle, unseen presence guiding you away from danger, or a sudden, inexplicable sense of peace in a moment of turmoil? For millennia, people across the globe have attributed these experiences to angels. From the grand cathedrals of Christianity to the sacred mosques of Islam, the belief in these divine beings is a thread woven through the very fabric of human spirituality. But are they just beautiful myths, or is there real, tangible evidence for their existence within our most sacred texts? Today, we're going on a journey to explore the religious and historical accounts of angels, uncovering what these ancient traditions tell us about our celestial guardians. Let's start with Christianity, where angels are central figures from Genesis to Revelation. Think about the story of Abraham. When he was about to sacrifice his son Isaac, who was it that called out from heaven and provided a ram instead? An angel of the Lord. And what about Jacob's famous dream? He saw a ladder reaching to heaven with angels of God ascending and descending on it, a powerful symbol of the connection between the earthly and the divine. Perhaps the most well-known angelic encounter is the Annunciation, where the archangel Gabriel appeared to the Virgin Mary. He came with a message that would change the course of history. She would conceive and give birth to Jesus. This wasn't just a fleeting vision. It was a direct conversation, a pivotal moment where the spiritual realm intervened directly in human affairs. Christian theology describes angels as spiritual beings, often invisible, created by God to serve as his messengers. They deliver divine announcements, protect the faithful, and carry out God's will. The Bible speaks of different hierarchies of angels, like seraphim, cherubim, and archangels, each with specific duties. They are portrayed as beings of immense power and light, yet their primary role is one of service and worship to God. The book of Hebrews even suggests we might entertain angels without knowing it, hinting at their subtle, hidden presence in our everyday lives. This idea paints a picture of a world teeming with spiritual activity, just beyond our normal perception. So, in the Christian view, angels aren't just characters in ancient stories. They are an active, ongoing part of God's plan for humanity. Now, let's turn our attention to Islam, where belief in angels, or malaika, is not just an option. It's one of the 6 fundamental articles of faith. To be a Muslim is to believe in their existence. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, is filled with references to these beings, describing them as created from light and having no free will of their own. Their entire existence is dedicated to obeying and glorifying Allah. The most revered of all angels in Islam is Jibril, or Gabriel, the same archangel we met in the Christian tradition. In Islam, Jibril holds the profound role of being the intermediary who revealed the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad over a period of 23 years. This wasn't a one-time event. It was a sustained, divine communication that forms the very foundation of the Islamic faith. The Quran itself is seen as the literal word of God, transmitted through Jibril. But Jibril is not alone. Islamic tradition speaks of many other powerful angels with specific cosmic responsibilities. There is Mikael, or Michael, who is in charge of providing nourishment for bodies and souls, often associated with natural phenomena like rain and the harvest. Then there is Israfil, the angel who will blow the trumpet on the day of judgment, signaling the end of the world and the resurrection of all souls. And Azrael, the angel of death, who is tasked with separating the soul from the body at the appointed time. These angels are not distant, abstract figures. They are seen as an integral part of the universe's operation, governing its laws under God's command. The Quran also speaks of guardian angels who watch over each human being, recording their good and bad deeds. This concept, known as the Kiraman Katibin or honorable scribes, emphasizes a sense of divine accountability and constant angelic presence in a person's life. In Islam, the belief in angels provides a framework for understanding God's omnipotence and the intricate, unseen order of the cosmos. Beyond the core scriptures of major religions, historical texts and personal testimonies offer another fascinating layer to our investigation. The Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient Jewish and Hebrew manuscripts discovered in the mid-20th century, contain writings like the War of the Sons of Light against the Sons of Darkness. This text describes a great cosmic battle where the archangel Michael leads the forces of good against the armies of darkness, illustrating a deeply held belief in angelic warfare and protection among ancient communities. Early Christian writers, often called the Church Fathers, also wrote extensively about angels. Figures like Augustine of Hippo and Thomas Aquinas dedicated significant portions of their theological works to angelology, debating their nature, intelligence, and role in the world. They weren't just retelling Bible stories. They were building a complex intellectual framework to understand these spiritual beings, treating their existence as a given reality. Then there are the countless personal stories passed down through history. Think of the famous tale of the Angels of Mons from World War I. British soldiers, facing certain defeat, reported seeing phantom archers in the sky, led by a shining figure who held back the advancing German forces. While historians debate the origin of the story, for the soldiers who experienced it, the angelic intervention was real. Similar accounts appear throughout time. People from all walks of life have reported being pushed out of the way of an oncoming car by an unseen force, or hearing a clear, disembodied voice warning them of danger. Pilots have spoken of feeling a guiding hand during a critical emergency. While these experiences are subjective, their consistency is striking. The descriptions often involve an overwhelming sense of calm, a brilliant light, or a feeling of being physically shielded by something powerful and benevolent. These personal testimonies, though not verifiable in a scientific sense, form a powerful and compelling body of anecdotal evidence that resonates with the ancient descriptions found in religious texts. They suggest that the relationship between humans and angels is not just a relic of the past, but a living, ongoing experience. So, what can we conclude from this journey across faiths and history? One of the most remarkable things is the consistency in how angels are described. Whether you're reading the Bible, the Quran, or ancient scrolls, they are consistently portrayed as messengers, protectors, and servants of a higher divine power. They are beings of light, sent to guide, guard, and communicate with humanity. The names and specific roles may vary slightly, but the core concept of a benevolent spiritual being acting as an intermediary between the divine and the human world remains strikingly similar. This cross-cultural consensus doesn't scientifically prove their existence, of course. For the skeptic, these are simply shared archetypes, expressions of a universal human desire for protection and guidance. But for the believer, this consistency is powerful evidence of a universal truth, experienced and interpreted by different cultures in their own unique ways. Ultimately, the belief in angels touches upon the very essence of faith. It's the belief that we are not alone in this vast, often chaotic universe. It's the comforting thought that there are forces of good watching over us, that there is a spiritual dimension to our reality that is both mysterious and profoundly benevolent. Whether you see them as literal beings with wings or as powerful metaphors for the divine presence in our lives, the idea of angels calls us to look beyond the material world. It encourages us to have hope in moments of despair, to feel gratitude for unseen blessings, and to believe in a plan far greater than our own understanding. The enduring legacy of angels is a testament to our deep-seated need for connection to the divine, a belief that continues to bring comfort and inspiration to millions around the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. I'd love to hear your thoughts or any personal experiences you might have in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.